Hi everyone. Have you ever wondered what it is like to do a DNB in radiodiagnosis? I'm Dr. Ebin Jose, a DM Interventional Radiology resident who has previously completed DNB Radiodiagnosis. So this dual perspective lets me share an honest review of the advantages and challenges of DNB radiodiagnosis in India. So what is DNB? So DNB is Diplomate of National Board. Now this is a postgraduate qualification that is awarded by the National Board of Education. So this is not a diploma because diploma is 2 years. So DNB is a diplomate that is of 3 years and it is equivalent to MD. What are the top advantages now? There will be, first thing is there will be exposure to modern modalities. DNB will be mostly in corporate hospitals and they will have the top equipments that will be like 3 Tesla MRI, 128 slice, 256 slice CT scan or dual energy CT scan. Another one is consultants. Many of the corporate hospital radiology departments are already subspecialized. So they have a radiologist who has taken additional training in each super specialty branch of radiology. Like you will have a neuroradiologist, a musculoskeletal radiologist, a cardiac radiologist, and a women's imaging specialist. So another one is there is no reservation or bond system. So this is purely, selection is purely merit based. There is only general quota, and after you're done with these 3 years, there is no additional bond you will have to serve in the state or in the hospital. Another one is corporate absorption. So many of the DNB trainees who studied with me or my seniors, after finishing the DNB, the corporates were very happy to take them into the system. So they got into it as registrars, and then now they have become junior consultants presently. So that is a good thing. There will be an ease of absorption because corporates will know that they already know the system, so they'll be happy to take them. Another one is the fees. Fees is less compared to private colleges. It is 1.25 lakhs per year, unlike in private colleges where you will have to pay minimum 10 to 15 lakhs per year. Now the stipend will be state based. Now if your state is Maharashtra, so the government, what the government pays to the PG residents in government hospital, that same stipend will be given by the corporate institute to the DNB resident. Now what are the main disadvantages? So the exit exam is tough. There is no doubt about it because I have been through that personally. So the first, let's come to the theory exams. So the theory exams will be extensive. It will cover all parts of radiology. So another issue is when you keep studying for the last, you read only last 30 days or 40 days before the final exam. That's when you have difficulty to clear this exam. So if you try to read from the second year or middle of the second year till the end of your DNB, you will definitely have no issue of clearing the theory exams. Then let's come to the practical exam. The issue with practical is because you go to another state, another hospital, and you give an exam over there. So you don't know the doctors over there, and the senior doctors who are conducting your exams don't know you or how good you have, or how good you are, or how good you have worked in these past 3 years. So you will have to perform in that exam on that very day. So that is the difficulty. But I feel that if you have learned your basics and if you have read the theory well and if you have reported enough cases, you can definitely pass that. Unless you do a gross blunder, you will not fail in DNB practical exams. Then another one is academics. Many of these corporate hospitals do not have good academics. I was lucky. I studied in Manipal Hospital, Old Airport Road. So there we had academics every single day. We had classes every single day. We had monthly tests. We had case presentations, etc. So I would ask you to call up these hospitals, speak to the resident, and ask if there is academics. Another one is fetal medicine. In many hospitals, there is fetal medicine is a separate department, and you don't get hands-on training in fetal medicine. And the same could apply for interventional radiology because many places will have fellowships or DRNB courses in interventional radiology. So the effective hands-on for you will be very limited. So you should inquire about that too. The another one is duties. So the number of DNB intakes will be very less. So one DNB institute per each year will have maybe 2 or 3 or maximum 4 DNB residents in a year. So these number of residents will have to carry out the night duty rota of the whole month. So effectively you will have more number of duties since there are less number of PGs. Then when it is hospital less than 500 beds, there is a small issue. So if it is hospital more than 500 beds, so once you pass out with this DNP degree, when you join the government hospital, you will have the same position as an MD. But if your hospital is having less than 500 beds, you need to have an additional 1 year of experience to have the same position in government as an MD candidate. How to choose the right center? First thing is you should be trained in all the modalities in radio diagnosis. That is, you should be good at USG, CT, MRI, fluoroscopy, X-ray, fetal medicine, and basics of interventional radiology. Academics are also very important because in radiology you need to learn a lot. So in a place where there is good academics, that will be a big plus point. Another one is caseload. That should be optimal, not too much, not too less. Then subspecialty. If the hospital is having a consultant that is that is trained in each subspecialty of radiology, that is an additional plus because you can get trained under the best people. Then duties, I would say not too much, not too less. I would say every 4 days if you have a night duty, that's pretty good. And every alternate Sunday if you're having a duty, that's also manageable. Then toxicity, try to go to a place where there is no toxicity, and take a city of your choice, preferably the place where you're from or where your family is residing. So that is something you have to consider at this age. So these above things, whatever I've told you, make a checklist, and after speaking to a resident of each and every institute, you should put a score out of 10 in all of these, and this will help you make a list of your own during counseling. So in conclusion, I would say DNB Radiodiagnosis is a great option, that is with the right institute. So do your research, talk to the current residents, and focus on hospitals that is giving you good hands-on training and strong academics. Thank you.